Hey, what's up guys? It's JP Brady 12. Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we have some highlights here of week 2 of the XFL, and it was definitely interesting to see. Obviously, the DC Defenders, as you see here, in the New York Guardians. People thought the Guardians were going to be a real good team after they beat the Vipers, but they just laid an egg against the Defenders, as you see here. It'll be definitely interesting to see who are the real contenders down the stretch. In fact, I'm actually going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the pretenders, contenders, and defenders. No, you get the pun, ha ha ha. But first here we're going to talk about PJ Walker, as you can see here on the screen. He is looking like he is going to be the MVP already of this XFL. As you see here, that beautiful Patrick Mahomes-esque sidearm there to Cam Phillips. A lot of people are saying he will be the MVP. I believe that he will. PJ Walker is an amazing athlete. I'm surprised he's not on an NFL team. I think he should be, and maybe this offseason NFL team will give him a shot. So, let's go on to our pretenders, contenders, and defenders. As I actually did a tier list of the teams. I sorted them. So you have championship game, contenders, pretenders, and terrible. All right. So the first team we have here is the Dallas Renegades. I believe that they are a pretender. Just seeing how they really haven't had too much of an explosive offense, like against the Battlehawks, they didn't play too well. So I'm gonna put the Renegades in the pretenders tier. Next, we have the Houston Roughnecks. I definitely think they're gonna be heading to the championship game. So we're gonna put them in the championship game tier. PJ Walker has been ridiculous. He runs this awesome air raid system, and yeah, I think they're going to be headed to the championship game. Next, we have the LA Wildcats. I think they're a pretender. Again, they couldn't get it done against Dallas. They couldn't get it done against Houston. They're a pretender. Next, we have the Guardians. Of course, they beat the Vipers last week, but laid a complete egg against the Defenders. In fact, first shutout in the XFL. So they're going to be in the pretenders tier too. I mean, Matt McGloin was just horrendous. Next, we have the St. Louis Battlehawks. So I really like St. Louis because I have Jordan Tiamu, Marquette King, all those guys. But they've done really well. I know they're 1-1, but they really gave the Roughnecks a fight. And I definitely think that they're going to be contenders. Next, we have the Dragons and the Vipers. They are both terrible. I know the Dragons actually have a win, but let's be honest, that game was terrible. And finally, the DC Defenders. So I believe they are the best all-around team. Of course, I said they're my favorite team. So I have them going to the championship game too. You got Cardell Jones, Rashad Ross, Jarrell Presley, all those people. I have him going to the championship game. So now I do want to talk about some of the firsts in the XFL. So some of the first, they did the first 3-point conversion. I uploaded that on my YouTube channel if you want to check that out. They almost had the first safety. I forget what game it was in, but if it hadn't been for a penalty, there would have been a safety. And then there was almost an overtime game in the Seattle-Tampa Bay game, but the pass interference penalty caused it not to. And finally, here we're gonna talk about the XFL's main problem. You've probably seen this in a lot of articles. Pat McAfee show talked about it. Is that there's just really bad quarterback play. So first, the 3 quarterbacks, to be honest, that have actually done really well are PJ Walker, Jordan Tamu, and what's his name? Cardell Jones. Those 3 have done really well. Cardell Jones almost had a 300-yard game. That's one thing to note, is that no quarterback has had a 300-yard game yet. But Matt McGloin was horrendous against DC. Like, they just could not get going. But yeah, Matt McGloin has not been great. Brandon Silvers. He was okay with Memphis. He and Johnny Manziel got it done late during the season, but he's looked terrible with the Dragons. So has Aaron Murray. So has Quentin Flowers. So is what's his name, the other dude for the Vipers. They've just all looked terrible. I mean, it's pretty much for the Renegades. It's not been what's his name, Landry Jones. It's pretty much Cameron Artis-Payne's kind of just carrying them on his back. It is not. So as you can see here, we've got some, you know, as I'll show them here, some lowlights, but these teams have not been good. I mean, not teams, these quarterbacks. Like Josh Johnson played for the Wildcats. He was not great. I mean, Landry Jones, yeah, he was okay, just didn't have the touchdowns. But that's one thing the XFL's gonna need to do is have good quarterback play. And if they can't have good quarterback play, like the AAF, they had a little bit better quarterback play than the XFL did. So that's one thing I think the XFL could work on. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Just a quick 7-minute video. Thank you guys for watching this video again, and make sure to please leave a like and subscribe. Peace.